How's it going, everyone? My name is Michael SK, and welcome back to Robotics Notes Elite. Last episode had a lot of impact, if you will. It started off with impact, and it ended with a different sort of impact. So, started off with approaching the CEO of the whole candy company thing again, Michi's uncle, and, well, it worked out. Everything was looking pretty good. And near the end, everything kind of just fell apart. For Subaru specifically. His dad found out that, yeah, he's continuing to mess around with hobby robots, and he has been for the past couple of years after making a promise that he would not. And so now we have all that drama going on, and who even knows if we're going to Vegas anymore? And that's technically right around the corner. Well, let's see what's going on here with old Twitter before we really get into it. Sorry about yesterday. Commuting by bus because it's raining. It's leaking? Call the manufacturers. Gonna make them fix it today. I'll pay a good amount. Only my enemies would soak my PC. Rain is the enemy die. The rain is just a gloom parade. I don't think you need to feel responsible. You cried too much yesterday, Aki-chan, though that's kind of normal for you. Well, that's fucked up. Wonder what'll happen to the hobby robot. Excuse me. We'll go with this one. Been thinking about yesterday. Was karate a dream of mine? Would I want to continue even if Dad hit me? Whoa. Yeah, oh wait, no, that did actually happen to Subaru. He was actually hit. There was some physical altercations going on. Would I want to continue if I had to lie to him? Maybe I just did it from force of rabbit. She meant habit. See? Let's see what we got here. You continued on even though it was a forced habit, right? I think that has value, regardless if it was your dream or not. You said you were sad quitting karate. Doesn't that mean something? If you really hated it, you wouldn't feel that way. Before you start talking about dreams, let's not say that. Let's go with that one. That's a good question. What is that? The name of a star in the Pleiades star cluster. Name of a car. Damn, we could really just be like gaslighting here. No, I'm pretty sure that is the star cluster. I could be wrong though. Played 5 minutes, 1-0, time to go. And looks like we're good there. Jeez, this is annoying. The vice principal dropped the hammer, but it's not like we got complaints at the school. I think it's a family problem, so why do I, the supervisor, have to get scolded? Pro tip, oops, should zip my lips. That's the best way to go, lol. The apocalyptic sounds heard all around the world are an omen of the world's end. There's a lot of them posted on YouTube and Nico vids, so take a look. Crazy sounds are playing. It has started. The cause of it hasn't yet been elucidated yet. I live in Saitama, but I heard that sound nearby too. I heard a loud sound ring from the other side of the mountain. Friends heard it too, so people are hearing sounds? A UFO? Yeah, possibly. If you try to rationalize it, it could just be the sound of wind going through a huge hole or tunnel getting amplified. Honestly, yeah. You could probably say that it's like that in a lot of ways. I don't think there's anything new to see here on the old camera. I came out here in this pouring rain, but Mizuka-san seems even less energetic than usual. She usually grins at me with confidence, but today she just gives me a death glare. Yesterday I came here alone on the way home to voluntarily torture myself in the name of our passion accord. I wanted to know why Subaru's father hates hobby robots so much. Mizuka-san is clearly in a mood. She was looking sour yesterday too, but I insisted. I kept my expectations low, but I guess she takes this job seriously. This isn't for Subaru, the club, or because I want to go to the Robo 1 World Championships. At the end of the day, my greatest motivation comes from wanting to support Akiho. Despite how I act, I really want to help her achieve her dreams. I just don't want to help her directly. So at the very least, I do this sort of behind-the-scenes follow-up so that she can pursue her dreams smoothly.
Aki は幸せ者だよ、たく。なんで拗ねてるか知らないけど、そういうこと言ってるとおばさん臭いって言われちゃうよ、水香さん。ん？すいません、嘘です。なんでもないです。今日もお綺麗ですね。
Oh wow, what a turnaround. The death glare she gives me is enough to make me backpedal immediately. Mizaka-san sighs and gazes off into the distance.
お父さんは息子に後を継いでほしいっていうありふれた話さ。
She suddenly starts filling me in on the details.
スバルの父親、日高博夢って名前ね。職業は漁師。ところが息子はロボット工学の道に進みたいって言い出しちゃったのさ。しかもまだ中学生だった頃にね。だもんだから父親は強引に息子からおもちゃのロボットを取り上げたと。
One of those old-fashioned dads, huh? He definitely acted like he was from the late 40s or something yesterday, so I guess I was right.
中学生の頃、スバルはロボットの大会で3位だったんだろ？
ロボワンでね、中学生で3位はかなりの快挙だよ。
The robot boom was well underway, and Robo 1 was on the fast track to world recognition. Lots of participants, too.
スバルは中学生の頃からおもちゃのロボットをいじるのが得意だったわけだ。でも、中学卒業と同時にそれを禁止された。それ以来、少なくともスバルはロボットには全く興味を持たなくなったし、むしろ憎んでいるくらいの言動をとっていた。それは、カイやアキの方が詳しいだろ？
I do recall him being weirdly hostile toward both Akiho and the Robotics Club. But now I get it. He never really hated robots, he just acted like he did even though he was still fascinated by them. Maybe that was his way of appeasing his father. I threw away all my robots, huh? He was refusing Akiho's invitations to join the club because of the promise that he made with his father. But deep down, because he wanted to keep playing with robots, he disguised himself and entered Robo 1. What a rebellious guy.
なんで父親はそんなにホビーロボを目の敵にしてるのかな。
息子がロボットに夢中で自分の後を継いでくれなさそうだからムカついたんだろう。
理不尽だな。
世の中にはそういう親子結構多いと思うけどね。息子の夢に理解ある親も父親に反発できる息子もそんなにたくさんいるとは思えないな。
I guess not.
あ、それとあの人、ロボットだけじゃなくてロケットも嫌いらしいよ。
何それ、ダジャレ？
Mizaka-san cracks her knuckles ostentatiously. Something along those lines. I really need to watch my mouth today, lest I not make it home in one piece.
漁師やってる人は口には出さなくても JAXA のことはやっぱりよくは思ってないだろ。漁業組合と JAXA は宇宙センターを作るときにきちんと話し合って今じゃ良好な関係築いてるけどさ、漁師の全員が全員同じ考えってわけじゃないだろうから。
漁師と JAXA がなんで揉めるの？
カイ、あんたそんなことも知らないの？島の人間ならそれくらい勉強しときな。
って言われても俺の家は漁師じゃないし。
Mizaka-san sighs in my face.
ロケット打ち上げるだろ？それでほら、打ち上げた後途中で何か切り離して落としてくじゃないか。
ブースターでしょ？
詳しくはよく知らないけど、それは当然海に落ちるわけだから、その海で仕事している漁師にしてみりゃ迷惑だろ？
See, I don't know the details either, but yeah, I mean, I could guess that an event such as that would cause a disturbance somewhere naturally, or unnaturally.
打ち上げ日は漁も禁止になるしね。
ああ、そういうこと。
JAXA はかなり誠意を尽くしてるけど、あいにく日高さんところは内心納得いってなかったんだろうね。
でもそれとロボットを嫌うことにどんな関係が？
結局スバルがロボット工学に興味を持ったのは JAXA がやったロボット関係のセミナーというか体験会みたいなものがきっかけらしいから。
それだけ？ほとんど関係ないじゃないか。
でも一般人からすりゃロケットもロボットも同じなのさ。ロボワンだっけ？あれだって JAXA が開催してるもんだと勘違いしてる人この島には結構いると思うし、私だってそうさ。10年前に初めてその大会の名前を聞いた時は同じ誤解をしてたよ。
So that's how it is.
でもそれって解決法は簡単だよね。漁師は仕事としてきちんと継ぐ、ロボットは趣味としてやっていく、それでいいんじゃないの？
そこまでは私だって知らないさ。感情的なもつれがいろいろあったんだろ。
感情ね。
His dad even said as much. He wasn't mad about the robots, he was mad that Subaru went behind his back and lied in order to continue. That makes this messy. I doubt this is something an outsider can fix. If anything, a punk like me getting involved would only make matters worse. I feel bad for Akiho, but it's probably not worth the trouble getting Subaru back in the Robotics Club.
それにしても、スバル君が将来漁師か。ひょろひょろでどう見ても体力なさそうだけど。
I mean, I get it. I mean, there's a lot of stories that you hear, even here in the States, there's a lot of stories about how you'd have to take over the family business or work in the same line of work as your parents or your grandparents or whatever, or even other family members. It's very, very common. And it's also very unhealthy because when kids are forced into that, well, they don't get the freedom that they deserve. And sometimes circumstances also are unfortunate, such as, finances and all that. Sometimes, sometimes right after high school, you are thrown right into it because, family just doesn't have the funds to send you off to college, so you're joining the same line of work that your family's already in. It's really rough, and yeah, it is 100% unfair. I can't stop myself from laughing a bit after drawing a mental image of future Subaru in my mind. And we are following Misuka. She was in the way. An old emotion drifts by in the back of my mind. It's bittersweet, causing something deep in my chest to tighten up. As soon as I close my eyes, I try to get to the bottom of those feelings. The truck I'm riding in rocks back and forth and comes to a turbulent stop. There are no other vehicles in the parking lot of Uchagaoka Park. It can fit about 50 cars, but the place rarely fills now. A few years ago, it would be packed with people on launch day.
よーし、着いたぜ。
ありがとう。相変わらずあんた、運転荒いね。
Damn.
法定速度は守ってるぞ。
そうなんだよな。だったらなんだってこんなに荒い運転になるんだか。
I open the passenger door. I then place my feet flat on the ground. As I slowly transition my body weight to my lower body, the Hug's motor activates and stabilizes my balance.
晴れたね。
Kind of feels like the rain from an hour or so ago was all just a dream. Right now, the sunset proudly dominates the sky. I give myself a good stretch. The scent of rain and soil tickles my nostrils. It's been a while. I rarely step outside on rainy days nowadays. The air is cooler than usual, but the moistness still lingers around my skin, and it's a little annoying. I stand up and begin walking. The Hug unit equipped on my legs sounds louder, than usual, perhaps because the park is dead silent. Still, the Hug's drive noise has dropped a ton over the years, so says Takagi, my Hug engineer.
おいよ。
Michi catches up with me and hands me his Pokecom. I grab it and take a look at the screen.
わかるか？もう色は立ち上がってるからな。
それくらい、私でもわかるよ。
Michi and I have known each other since high school. Even back then, he was a condescending prick. I can't even begin to count how many times I've kicked his ass. But even then, I just can't bring myself to hate him.
でもよ、本当にいるのか？
I don't know if they're gonna find who they're looking for here.
いいか？幽霊ってのはな、それぞれの心の中にだけ住んでるんだぞ。心理状態の投影なんだ。これ、豆知識な。
あっそ。
You can't hate him, but he'll sure make you want to punch him. That is Michi in a nutshell. Having known him for 10 years now, I've long since grown tired of actually reacting to everything he says.
しばらく借りるよ。
I stand still, hold the Pokecom up to my eyes, and scan the surroundings with Irio. I keep on saying that like completely wrong every
いや、
fucking time.
俺は車で待ってるからよ。飽きたら戻ってくるんだぞ。
Vowels are hard.
あ、
I see Michi off through the Irio screen. Iro. Something along those lines. Like, I get it. It's an oo and then an o. But because the r and I can't roll it, it just sounds like garbage out of my mouth. Just like a lot of things. I then scanned my surroundings once more. Honestly, back in the day, whenever I was recording the Fruit Versailles, that was like my first major visual novel playthrough back in like 2016. I was so fucking terrible at pronunciations, even of simple English words, because I was trying to go faster than I should have. My mouth was too fast for my brain, I guess you could say. But I think I've slowed down and caught up a little bit here, and yeah, still can't pronounce everything perfectly, but I would like to say I'm a lot better. The reason I'm here is because I'm looking for that girl. The ghost that Kai claims to have seen. I've heard those rumors before, but I didn't think it'd turn out to be Irie. I first learned about her 9 years ago, but I haven't seen her since, and I didn't want to. After my legs were crippled, I dropped out of college and came back to the island. It's a tiny place. I've had plenty of opportunities to see her again. I mean, I could easily just make excuses since I'm an analog person who doesn't even own a tablet. So what am I even doing right now? What do I intend on doing when I find her? I don't know.
本当に何なんだろうな。
I laugh at myself and turn in the direction of the community center's remains. There she is. See? Yeah, there she is. It even says it right there. I'm not going to get scared anymore, guys. I've learned to not be scared with nothing. Because honestly, I shouldn't have been scared like 90% of the times here. We make eye contact. I forget to breathe for a second as I stare at her. It's as if she's standing there tangibly like a real person. On top of that, Irie looks at me and happily smiles, just like she did 9 years ago.
Konnichiwa.
That single word is enough to shake me to my very core. It's been 9 years since we last met, yet here she is, casually greeting me like we saw each other yesterday.
天気の話聞きたいですか？明日7月18日の鹿児島県種子島・屋久島地方のお天気は東の風やや強く晴れでしょう。最高気温は30度、最低気温25度、波の高さ3メートルの予想です。
変わってないね。
Her innocent smile, the fact that she likes talking about the weather, her looks, her height.
あまりにも何も変わってなくて、ゾッとしちゃうよ。
After seeing her again, I finally realized that I wanted to express a single emotion that I have kept bottled up for 9 years.
なあ、アイリー。9年。ずっとここに縛られてるのかい？
芝？アイリーにはちょっとよくわからないです。
あんたは今、幸せ？
Irie doesn't answer. She tilts her head, waiting for me to speak again.
ねえ、アイリー。
Something deep inside my chest just stings. I look up, as if to escape Irie's honest gaze.
消えてくんない？
I don't know if this is out of jealousy or friendship. Back then and even now, this girl has always been in the way. I can kind of see it.
寒っ。
Whoa. The moment I set foot into the sea of filth, I get chills. Oh, looks like we're gonna help with the cheater hunting, whatever it is. I instantly have goosebumps all over my arms. I momentarily hallucinated that some foul and restless malice was lurking about, but no, it's just cold. The windows are shut tight and the AC is on full blast, spewing cold air. Man, this room is nuts. It's a fortress. I'm surprised she reorganized, or more like remodeled, it to this degree. I helped carry luggage when she moved in, but there's even more stuff here than before. It also got messier. Who needs this many monitors? How many does she have wired up? They're the only light sources in this room. The screens are looping at Kill Ballad demo gameplay.
おーい、コーナーちゃん。
She's the one who invited me, but she's nowhere to be found. She answered the intercom, so she's got to be around here somewhere. That said, it's super dark, so even if she was right in front of me, it would take a sec to notice her.
Hello, world.
All of a sudden, a hand bursts forth from the mountain of trash in front of the monitors. Damn, that scared me. Save the horror movie stuff for the screen, please. Upon closer inspection, the hand didn't emerge from a mountain of trash. It came out of a mountain of blankets. I imagine the owner of said hand must be wrapped up in them somewhere beneath. The slender hand opens and closes repeatedly. It's kind of like the hand is talking. Creepy. With no other choices available to me, I grab her hand.
うわ、冷た。手冷たすぎるよ。そりゃまあ、こんなクソ寒い部屋にいればそうなるだろうけど。
I pull on Frau's hand and stand her up. Yeah, I don't know. I've talked about this before. It's going to be really hard to commentate on her. This girl has completely abandoned her humanity. When I first saw her on the plane back in Kagoshima, she was dressed a bit stylish, just like a Tokyo girl. I don't know if her non-existent desire to go to school makes her more or less pure.
エアコン弱めたら？
心配してくれてるんですね。だが断る。寒いくらいの方が好きだし。そんな温度じゃ PC が熱暴走するっつーの。
Seriously? Her eyes start to wander about rapidly as she whispers to herself. I really don't like how Frau does this. I can't keep up.
あ、そうだ。ロゼッタ、おもてなし、ステップ1は
Rosetta? Who's that?
把握。
Frau slowly opens one of the blankets that she's wrapped in, folds it up neatly, and places it at my feet.
どうぞ。
Is this supposed to be a floor cushion? With no other choice, I plop down on it.
ステップ2。お菓子、ポッキーなら箱買いしてるし。
Is that all she eats?
先輩、何か飲む？
Is it just me or is she talking to herself even more than when I last saw her? Oh wait, hold up. Twitter. Did someone take M45? It's not at the hangar. Played 30 minutes, 5-0. I didn't see it. I haven't seen it either. Today's a slutty day. A boy's coming over. What eroge is this? Might just push him down. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know about all that. Wait. This is so weird. Like, is this really Sister Centipede? Like, who is this? Because they've been very, what's the word? They've been showing emotion. They've actually been more human than ever here on Twitter. Well, I prefer watching two boys go at it from the sidelines, but only one boy is coming. Going to look for it. Can't find it. Stolen? No, that's not possible. It's broken. Basically, no one knows the real identity of Playtis. I don't want to think that people on the island stole it, but it is the winning machine. There might be people who would buy it for a high price. Calm down a bit. Maybe you're overlooking something? Don't jump to conclusions. There aren't any signs of somebody sneaking around the hangar, right? The odds of it being stolen are 0%. Let's go with this. What do we got here? Kojiro-san, I don't think you should post things like that. Yeah, honestly. Hello from Space Candy. Just found a candidate for our company's campaign. Girl, thinking about ways to expand public relations. Oh, before that, I have to officially scout her. Yeah, good luck with that one. And, yeah, hopefully one day Frau learns. Well, we can scan this area. And we can actually fully scan Frau. Get all that lovely information here. Let's see. Yeah, it shows her real name and everything. Blood type B. Nice, nice. What do we got? Can we scan anything back here? I highly doubt it, since this is all private, personal, and everything. Doesn't seem like anything sticks out. Oh well.
あったかい飲み物は？
あるある。ねえよ。
このクソ寒い部屋でホットドリンクなしで過ごせと？
コーンスープならあるらしいよ。
あるんじゃない。じゃあそれ。
お湯沸かすのめんどくせえ。
This is the worst. Not that I expected to be able to hold a conversation with someone who has such low communication skills. Frau's been acting restless for a while now.
まあ、君も座りなよ。
あ、どうも。
Prompted by my suggestion, Frau sits herself down right in front of me.
俺がここに来た理由はわかる？
監禁して凌辱。それなんてエロゲ。
Wow, alright.
は？
あ、今のなし。
チーター狩りの件だよ。
方
Despite having just sat down for some reason, Frau abruptly stands back up. She then immediately sits right back down. See, I can't follow this character.
今の驚いた時のポーズ的な。
Which means she totally forgot about our deal.
ロボアン世界大会の出場はなくなりそうなんだよね。で、俺は暇になったわけだけど、コナちゃんに交換条件の借りを返してないなって気づいてね。
In exchange for Frau creating M45's program, I was supposed to help with her cheater hunt. Those were the conditions we agreed upon, vague as they might have been. I came here of my own volition. I would prefer not to interact with our club's newest member, but not repaying her would mean that she would be shadowing me forever.
トンクス。
は？
トン。
ん？
I feel like we've done this before.
ありがとうございます。
最初からそう言えばいいのに。
先輩、テラと S じゃね。でもそんな先輩が受けに回ると悔しい。でも感じちゃうビクビク状態なんですね。わかります。
I get like half of the things that she says because my brain just starts hurting.
メガネとの薄い本はよ。
Oh, perfect. Now we get the real tip on thin books. We can all be on the same page here. Net slang, used mainly to talk about doujinshi featuring 18 plus content. Eroge, we all know what that is. You guys have watched my playthroughs.
あのさ、呪詛を唱えないでくれるかな。
I haven't the slightest clue what she's talking about.
それで、チーター狩りのことについて詳しく教えて。
テキストで OK。
口頭で、部屋に来れば詳しく教えるってコナちゃんが言ったんだけど。
私、説明うまくないわけだが。
別にいい。暇だしね。
ぐぬぬ。
Frau thinks to herself for a while, then sighs deeply. Looks like she gave in.
キルバラのリーダーボード出せる？
ああ、俺のポケコンからいいよ。
出た。
Frau leans up against me and peers at my Pokecom. Considering how much of a train wreck she is, I thought she would smell like sweat, but she doesn't. Well, I guess she wouldn't sweat in a room this cold.
コナちゃんさ、そのボサボサの髪臭そうだね。
嗅いでみたいとか、匂いフェチにも程があるを。でも気持ちはわかる。
What the fuck? I don't know. There's weird people in the world, but I mean, come on.
わかるな。匂いフェチでもないから。
私、髪鋼みたいに硬くて、ブラシかけるのもすごく大変です。
だからめんどくさくてやってませんって言いたいんでしょ。
先輩が好いてくれてもよくってよ。
なんで俺がやらなくちゃいけないんだよ。俺だってめんどくさいよ。
女子の髪を合法的にサワサワできるまたとないチャンスだというのに。
Does she want me to touch her hair?
いいから説明の続き。
Frau clicks her tongue a little and then points at my Pokecom screen.
リーダーボードの上位5人いるっしょ。私、先月までこの5人全員チーターだと思ってたけん。
確かに上位5位までは結構長い間順位固定されちゃってるよね。
Normally rankings like this move around a lot, even at the top. But I think KB's hasn't moved for over half a year.
だから傍目から見ると余計不正行為をしてるように見えるのかも。でも少なくとも俺は違う。
Number 5, Umisho, is me.
それと4位のタジリンもチーターじゃない。
Tajirine refers to Taringer,
なんで
however that's properly pronounced. I think somebody told me in the comments a few episodes ago.
わかるんだよ。俺ぐらいの腕になればね。手合わせしてみた時の手触りみたいなのがね、違うんだ。
Plus, I still think that Taringer is Misune, which means there's no way they're cheating.
先輩のゲーマーとしての勘がささやくんですね。わかります。
言い方はともかく感覚としてはそんな感じ。
12秒オツ。
She barfs out some more words and grins. I'm just gonna ignore her. That's the best way to go about it, honestly. Above Tajirine and on the rankings is an iron fortress, an unbreachable wall leading to another world. I've fought the top 3 dozens of times up until now, but they've never put up a fair fight. Number 1, Takano I 1998. Number 2, Hanasono 1991. And number 3, Bobbly 1983. Why do they all have years? And why do they seem a little familiar? It's 1983 for me, but I think I'm thinking of 1987.
こいつらは
And that's Five Nights at Freddy's
俺の感
territory.
触は確かだね。対戦中に明らかに人間技じゃない動きをすることがあるんだ。
同意。私も確かめた。
そもそも3人ともアカウントの命名パターンが同じなのも怪しいんだよな。
They all end with a 4-digit number, probably a year.
もしかするとこの3人裏でつながってるかもしれないな。
同じチートツールで不正してる？
可能性はゼロじゃない。何にせよチーター狩りで最初にターゲットにすべきはこの上位3人だってこと。
オッケー。
でどうやって狩るわけ？
先輩は単に相手と対戦すればいい。チートを判別する解析ツールを作ったんで、対戦中それ走らせる。相手がチート使ってれば証拠ゲットだぜ。最近チート使いもすごく高度になってて、なかなか証拠とか残さないんで、バンするなら管理者の推測かガチの証拠を手に入れるかのどっちかしか方法ないんだけど。
If the administrator just banned the top 5 rankers based on a guess, people would stop playing KB. Honestly, at the very beginning, I don't know if you guys remember me saying that I had a huge feeling that we were going to get banned. The trust between the administrator and the users would completely collapse on itself. Players would fear getting banned just for doing something the admin didn't like, so they would just quit the game. On the other hand, cheaters get to do as they please by taking advantage of that trust. I'm not a fan. Furthermore, if the cheaters are hogging the top spots, I'll never be able to reach the top ever.
何にせよ俺は対戦するだけか。勝ち負けにはこだわらない。
負けても大丈夫だ。問題ない。
If I can win, that would be awesome. But they're using illegal tools. That's not an easy mountain to climb. Hell, out of 100 matches, I could maybe take one?
ちなみにさ、上位3人って俺もたまにしか会えないんだよね。どうやって対戦するつもり？
マッチングするまで待てばいいんじゃね？
ノープランってことか。
I can't help but sigh. I thought she had a solution for this too, like altering the matchmaking. But I don't think that'd be fair either. I gaze out at the evening sun from the abandoned hotel's hallway, all the while sipping on corn soup. And I can't use the Pokecom because I'm sure it's in use right now. This is my third one. I've been waiting outside that stupidly cold fortress room for a match. Almost 30 minutes have gone by, and still no luck. My Pokecom has been wired to Frau's machine, so I can't kill time by playing Kill Ballad. I asked her to either turn off the AC or bring the equipment outside, but she refused to do either. How selfish can she be? I gulp down the rest of the soup and decide to go back into that freezer of a room. God damn, it's cold in here.
マッチングした？
Frau is sitting cross-legged on a blanket. She lightly shakes her head back and forth. I grab my Pokecom, still attached to her PC. Oh, my bad. I then wrap myself in a blanket and look at the screen, excuse me. I was trying to put my water bottle back, so I was using my other hand and accidentally clicked another button on my mouse. It wasn't even the right click, so I don't even know how that shit came up.
そもそも対戦相手がオンラインにいなかったわけだが。
おいおい、それも確かめてなかったの？
さあせん。
つまり、いつ現れるかわからない相手を待ち続けろって？
What even is this pose that she does? Like, sure, there's that goofy ass, nerdy ass smile or whatever, but then there's whatever this is.
それじゃ対戦できる保証なんて全くないじゃないか。たとえマッチングしてもキックされたらおしまいだし。
I can't believe she went into this without any kind of plan. She may be a genius at writing code, but she's completely inept at everything else. There really is a paper-thin difference between genius and idiocy.
そのチート解析ツールさ、俺のポケコンに入れられないの？それならここで待機してなくてもいいわけだし。
Basically, I want to go home.
できるを。だが断る。
なんで？
私の目の届くところでやってほしいんで。
There she goes again. Does Frau actually want me to take care of these cheaters or not? In the end, all we can do is wait. We naturally go silent. It's awkward, but I don't feel like I have much to talk to Frau about. It's better this way. Though I suppose this silence is making me feel a bit restless. Is she really okay with this temperature? If I stayed in a room like this with bare shoulders, I would definitely catch a cold. Yet Frau doesn't appear to be cold at all. She just munches away at strawberry-flavored Pocky like a squirrel. Also, was that supposed to be like that? I def catch a cold? Don't we want to use, longhand because Kaito doesn't do the shorthand that Frau does? It's kind of sketchy being alone with a girl a year younger than me in a dark abandoned hotel room like this.
食事どうしてるの？
難しい字のコンビニ。
ああ、慰霊商店？水香さんのところか。
It's only a 10-minute walk away.
どうぞ。
She offers me some Pocky sticks. I take one and bite down on it.
もしかして主食がこれ？
Frau nods her head up and down. Ah, jeez, I feel like in a few years somebody's gonna find a skeleton in this room.
昼バラやっていい？
ダメに決まってるけん。
My Pokecom is continually looking for a match against the top 3. Apparently she added a tool for that.
ちなみにこの島ラグインですけど。
それは俺も認めるよ。東京行った時にびっくりした。
こんなラグい状態で世界ランク5位とか先輩ってらすごす。
これが普通だと思ってたからね。こういうもんだと思ってやればなんとかなるもんだよ。
It is actually possible to get used to lag. I mean, lag is it's an all over the place sort of thing. It's never going to be consistent, and neither is a solid connection. But with lag, I mean, 100 milliseconds, you're not always going to get that. You'll jump around from it. Sometimes it's going to spike, sometimes it's going to lower, and that's just how it is.
多分逆にラグのない状態で対戦した方が弱いんじゃないかな、俺。
I mean, hell, my win-loss record was awful in Tokyo.
よく考えたら、コナちゃんってキルバラの開発者なんだよね。
天才プログラマーのフラウ幸次郎ですを。キリ。
For real?
暇だからさ、開発秘話みたいなの教えてよ。
ごくり。
For reasons unknown to me, she pretends to swallow loudly.
別に機密情報を教えろとか言ってるわけじゃないんだけど。
I doubt there's anything like that to begin with.
先輩って使用機体は何ぞ？
頑張れる。
頑張れるは片パーツが外れるとドリラーのスピードが少し速くなる。
ああ、発動時でしょ？ 2 フレくらい？
気づいてたとな。あと出した後の硬直も1フレ短縮。
ああ、そんなような気はしてたんだよね。そっか、硬直短くなるのか。
教室にコンボつなげられるようになるわな。
マジ？だとしたら大違いだよ。いや、でも入力は超絶シビアだな。キャンセルって3段目ヒット後しか受け付けないよね。
使ったりガードされてるとつながらないし。
でもこれでドリラーが単なる削り技から一気に主力級に格上げかも。ドリラーをメインにした戦法を試しに組み立ててみるか。いいこと教えてもらったよ。さすが開発者。でも普通そういうのって開発側から公表するもんじゃない？
言うの忘れてた。
For someone who runs one of the most popular games in the world, she sure is lazy about it.
それにヤシオ先輩にはそんな細かい情報必要なくね？すごい能力あるでしょ。中二病的な。
Amazing abilities.
ドボワンの試合見た？
俺の？
Frau nods once.
決勝で見せてた超反応。
ああ、スローモーか。
スロ
ーモー。正式名称は別にあるけど、俺は勝手にそう呼んでる。
ニコ動にもウップされてる。海少子のキルバラ対戦動画、超反応使ってる試合。
そうなの？
Maybe my opponents have been tossing them up? It is true that I've had slow-mo activate during matches once or twice.
勘違いしないでほしいんだけど、後天的な発作だよ、あれは。能力でも何でもない。
産業で。
は？
産業で説明して教えるべき。
嫌だね、話したくない。
発動条件は任意？
I want to click my tongue. Frau seems to think my attacks are like a super move that can be activated by inputting a command.
だから発作だって俺の意思で使えるわけじゃない。っていうかさ、使える使えないっていう言い方がそもそもおかしいよ。
発作を切ると超反応が使えるとか、アニメなら10年前に廃れたレベル。でもガチで使えるならたまらんすぐる。
さ、茶化さないでくんないかな。発作中は苦しくて死にそうになるんだ。俺自身こんなのなくなればいいと思ってるしね。そういうことも知らずに好き勝手言わないでくれ。これ以上聞きたがるなら君を島にいられなくしちゃうよ。
I kid. If I spread rumors, I could make her an outsider at school, but she'd still be able to live here. I just wanted to get her to stop asking questions. But instead, Frau leans up against me.
じゃあ、晒し合いしようず。
What? She whispers that to me without averting her gaze. Huh. Okay. While I sit there baffled, she slides into the blanket wrapped around me. She's pressing up against me. As expected, Frau's skin is super cold. Yeah, she looks awful, honestly. She looks like she's dying.
誰にも言えない秘密の共有。
何を？
ガンバレルの最終回が放送中止になった理由、知ってる？
That's right. Akiho's told me this story time and time again. Despite the show's 3-year run, the final episode got cancelled out of nowhere. Even now, nobody knows how it ends. Does Frau actually know?
別に興味はないな。
I'm serious. Although I'm sure Akiho would jump at the opportunity to hear it.
その話をネットでしようとすると、規制食らったり、発言削除されたりで圧力かかる。これっかち。
典型的な陰謀論だね。たかがアニメの最終回ごときを何年も情報統制してるって。世の中には暇人がいるもんだ。
お前がそう思うならそうなんだろう。お前の中ではな。
その言葉そっくり返すよ。それで
ガンバレルの最終回が放送されなかったのは、関係者が直前に死んだから。
Huh.
気分の悪くなる噂話だ。
Yeah, I mean, I can't really see that more. It's just than just a rumor. To be totally honest, just some superstitious bullshit. Probably something made up on the internet. I mean, unless there's pure evidence somewhere.
しかも一人じゃない。最低でも13人。
は？
で、直後に監督の人が行方不明になったっつうか。
What the hell is this girl?
だからその監督が犯人じゃないかって疑われてて笑った。
For some reason, Frau starts snickering like she's holding back outright laughter.
誰に疑われてるんだよ。
生き残った関係者に決まってるっしょ。
警察じゃなくて？
警察は圧力かけられて沈黙してるし、あとマスコミも。
ネットで拾ってきた噂なんだろうけど、そんなの信じちゃったわけ？東京の人はいつも偉そうにネットリテラシーって言ってるけど、鏡見てから言ってこれからは返そうかな。
また私の本名はフルゴーリコナ。フルゴーリをもじると小氷。
What's she suddenly talking about? Yeah, I'm obviously gonna be lost here.
アニメのガンバレルで監督やってた人の名前は小氷みなみ。私のママ。
Wait, is that actually real? Like her mother was the director and now she's gone missing? What did she just say?
ね、ちょっと待った。それ本気で言ってる？
I can feel Frau nod ever so slightly.
殺人事件の被疑者の娘。それが私。でも、この話はガチ。で、かれこれ3年近く行方を探してきて、最近ようやく分かった。ママが、最後に目撃されたのが、この島。
Oh, lovely.
だから、私は、
Of course, you
ここに
know.
引っ越してきた。
Oh, it all comes together now. Whoa, hold up. Nobody asked to hear all the deets of this crazy heavy story. This is like a form of terrorism. She's forcing me to hear her confession without giving me a choice. Or this could be Frau making up some ridiculous story and she just made the lie seem believable. Very likely. Regardless, I feel like this younger girl has held all the cards in her hand since we had first met.
やり方が汚いな。
Frau seems calm for someone who just revealed that her mom might be a murderer. She hasn't shed a single tear either. Why? Because it's a lie. Every part of it is false. I've never heard anything about staff dying or the director being the suspect. Even Akiho, the gun barrel maniac, has never mentioned it. And you're telling me that the killer fled to Tanegashima of all places. None of it makes sense. Which is exactly why there's no need for me to play along with any of this.
いや、はっきり言ってさ、ドン引きだよ。それが本当だろうと嘘だろうと、今のは聞かなかったことにしとくわ。厄介な問題には首を突っ込みたくないんでね。
I smile insincerely. When I try to push Frau away from me, she grabs my arm inside the blanket. Her grip is tight, so much so that her nails dig into me. Not only is it dark, but she's hanging her head, so I can't tell what her expression looks like. But no matter how much I try to get her to let go, she won't. In fact, her grip only tightens. The pain starts to get intense and I can't endure it any longer. I end up groaning in pain. Just then, the matching success sound plays from my Pokecom. Frau raises her head in surprise. She immediately lets go of my arm. Here's my chance. I hurry out of the blanket and look at the Pokecom screen.
ボブリーだ。ランキング3位。
来ましたわ。
If I recall correctly, I have 5 wins on him, but I also have over 30 losses. My win ratio is terrible. I only got those wins through luck.
ボブリーはスナイデル使いだお。
あ、知ってる。
So Snyder is a long-range sniper type, unlike Gunvarel's hand-to-hand style. Weak CQC, but strong long-range offense. The troublesome part about Bob Lee's Snyder is how astounding his sniping abilities are.
ネットのファンサイトじゃ精密機械って異名で呼ばれてる。
精密どころの話じゃないでしょ。異常だよ。
And this guy likes matches on the city map. Urban combat is full of obstacles, so he can snipe precisely through the tiny gaps in those obstacles. It doesn't even matter how fast I'm moving around. There's no way that kind of precision is possible using the naked eye. He normally lands 3 hits during a match, so you can't write it off as dumb luck or intuition. That's why I suspect that Bob Lee is a cheater. He might have an overhead view of the whole map, or he might be using cheat software like an aimbot or something.
もう一度聞くけど、別に勝たなくてもいいんだよね。
オッケー。対戦さえすれば勝機ある。
I don't know.
近づくことさえできれば、あとはボコボコにしてやるんだけど。
Our ratio shows that we have won 1/6 of the times that we've actually fought him. But if it was that easy, I wouldn't have 30 losses against Snyder. Well, actually, yeah, that is the ratio, 6 to 30, so yeah, 1/6.
まあ、やれるところまでやってみるさ。
5 to 30, 6 to 30, one of the two. Do I have to press buttons? It seems I have to. Nice. I wonder what happens if I get one of these wrong. I mean, I don't want to find out, but god damn, this is fucking long. It's very long. But I think we've had a longer one, so it's all good. And we got an achievement. I think we've done this enough times that I'm worthy of an achievement.
どうよ。チート使ってこの程度か。恥ずかしすぎるね。
I put my fist into the air. Excuse me for getting excited, but I usually can't beat this guy. And he disconnects. Huh? For some reason, Frau is staring at my hands.
コナちゃん？
先輩の指をペロペロしてもいいですか？
What the fuck, dude?
いきなり何言ってんの？アホなの？
すごく綺麗な指です。私ってフェチ。
知らん。
Tokyo girls are scary. No, it's just her. I didn't think perverts like her actually existed.
それよりコナちゃんさ、ちゃんと解析してた？
当然 処女をかけてもいいよ。
Huh? For just a second, I hesitate on how to react. In games, I can come up with a perfect response within 8 frames, but in real life, to this? I guess I'll just ignore it. Yeah, just do it. Just do it. It's just some random line. Frau starts fiddling with her Pokecom, but her movements quickly stop cold.
ぐぬぬ。
Did something happen?
モニタリングしてたはずなのに、チートが使われた形跡がない。
本当に？
ミスった？ロゼッタ、調べて。
Can someone explain who Rosetta is?
正常？本気で言ってるん？東京組は？
Frau starts scratching at her so-called hair as hard as steel.
ボブリーがチート使ったって誰も確認できてない。
どういうこと？
東京にいるサークル仲間にもオンライン上でチェックしてもらってた。でもみんなチート使った証拠を見つけられなかった。
Well, it looks like rank number 3 is in the clear.
じゃあボブリーはチーターじゃない。
I was so sure of it.
こっちの解析ツールに引っかからんようなチート技術を使ってるかもしんない。
So he has more advanced tech than we do.
まあ案外チート並みの能力を持つ化け物が世の中には本当にいるかもしれないけどね。
Hell, even my slow-mo got confused for cheating by Frau. While I personally don't want to admit that Bob Lee isn't a cheater, if there's no evidence, I have to accept reality.
あとは2位の花園と1位の高野愛か。
But it's getting late.
さて今日は帰るよ。2位と1位はオンに入ってないんでしょ。
Frau tilts her head puzzled. Seems like she's still not satisfied with these results.
殺人事件の被疑者の娘。それが私。
Yeah, and then there's also that. I recall her dangerous confession from earlier. It's like it never happened at all. Personally, I prefer it that way. Thus, I leave the room without saying anything else to Frau. When I exit the hotel, Akiho just happens to be standing out front.
お、かわいい。
And with that, we will end the episode because it is a little late and I am quite tired. Holy shit, it's very late. All right, cool. Yep, it is time for me to hit the sack. So, thank you all for watching this episode. A little slow-ish, but we're also learning a little bit more about Frau, which is, I guess that's productive. We're making some ground. But yeah, thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, all that fancy jazz, and I will see you all in the next one. Take it easy.